Good morning and welcome. Happy Mother's Day to those of you who are mothers of kids or pets or whatever you're a mother to, even to friends, man. Even if it's your mother to your friends. I have a daughter who's a pet mom, but she's kind of my mom too. So I got two moms. Anyway, let's get started here. I'm going to use the Somnia Tarot. These are really hard to shuffle, but I love the deck. They're super thick, which they're photographs, so they kind of need to be. So I get why they're on this medium, but or medium or card or paper or whatever we want to call it. I kind of got fancy today with curly hair and stuff because it's Mama's Day, and yeah. I don't know why that matters, but because your kids certainly don't care. So, or hopefully they don't. Anyway, let's get started. Gonna cut the deck here. Let's see what we got. Let's do our daily reading. This is collective reading. It may or may not resonate. Keep that in mind. And please hit the like button, especially if it resonates, but even if you're enjoying the content, it's much appreciated. Okay, current situation. The Devil. Present influence. Six of Wands. Future influence. Six of Swords. What we don't see. Two of Wands. What to look for. 10 of Wands. Okay, unexpected energy, please, for today. Okay, Knight of Coins, challenge, Ace of Swords, strength, lovers, and where does this lead, please? Nine of Cups, love it. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. There's something very lovely coming in here. So it was clarified with Seven of Cups, Moon, but we'll get to that because that's the ending of the reading. But there is something very nice happening here. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So I feel like this is definitely a situation. I feel like this is definitely a relationship. I've got the Lovers, I got the Two of Cups, I got Nine of Cups. And I've got some hard work, and the Devil. To me, the Devil shows up in relationships a lot, So... But with that Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, here's the conflict, right? Because the current situation is the Devil. And then we have the Five of Wands here. And in this deck, and I use the illustrated version a lot, but, it's a bellows blowing out candles. And I feel like you don't know how much energy to give this situation. You feel like you're stuck on this situation, I feel like it's a relationship, honestly. I feel like this is a person. You don't know how much energy to give it. You want to give it a lot of energy, but you're afraid if you do, you'll screw it up. I think of that with this because when I see a bellows at candles, I'm thinking, if you put it too hard, those candles are just going to blow out. You got to give it just enough. So I feel like that's where kind of this situation is, but you really want this to happen. I mean, you really enjoy this person. And it may be unhealthy. It may be healthy. I don't know. I don't feel like it's unhealthy. I just feel like it's someone that's really got your attention and you're not letting it go, but you don't know how to move forward with it. And that's what I'm getting the feeling here. So in the present influence, we have the Six of Wands. I feel like there is definitely a moment where this kind of like, okay, this is what I'm going to do now. You have a realization, and this is the realization coming in. It doesn't mean you're leaving or staying, okay? Because we're going to get to the Six of Swords, but I feel like whatever that Six of Swords is in your future is, where you need to go, if that makes sense, whether it's with this person or someone else, because our Nine of Cups, we do have choices as part of our as part of the clarification. So I do feel like this is saying, hey, you can do there's going to you're going to be headed in the right direction. You're going to make a good choice. You're going to leave behind what they're leaving behind this. So this is a lot different. See, with the Six of Swords and other decks, the swords are in the boat and they're taking their lessons with them. And in this case, I feel like that's been more like a ceremony, like the Eight of Cups. The only difference is that you're headed, you in the Eight of Cups, you don't know where you're going. Or the Six of Swords, I feel like you can see the horizon. You can see where you're headed. You can see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you see that it's better out there and you're headed right towards that. And that's an action to me, absolutely. Now, these are both sixes, which are mini completions in the minors. So that I feel like that's really good energy, and it's sustained. Present influence, future influence, they're both sixes. So there's definitely forward movement. There's definitely goals being reached. And to me, those all feel good no matter what. Again, you know, swords are probably the hardest suit in the deck, but but this card is a good card, right? So I feel like, yeah, you're definitely headed in the right direction. I do like what you don't see is the Two of Wands. There is definitely plans being made. And that's the Six of Swords too. Like, this is what you don't see right now, but things are being planned, mapped out, happening. And I feel like it could be the other person as well. Let me do that. Let me see. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, I feel like you're tired of being stuck, but you're stuck because you don't see the Three of Wands. You don't see those ships yet. But I feel like the plans, this Two of Wands, is you want to get out of that stuck, heavy feeling. Because to me, this Eight of Swords is like she's stuck in the mud, right? Almost like, you know, quicksand, but not quicksand. But you feel, you know how when you step in mud and then you try to pull your foot out and it like, I mean, that's the feeling I'm getting, right? So that's how it feels. But I do feel like the Three of Wands, you know, there is, there's something, but you're not seeing it, and it's really hard. I feel like that's the hard part, and I feel like that's the Ten of Wands. It's not that it's not that this situation is hard. It's the waiting that's the burden. Because there is a lot of patience to be had here. And there is definitely, because then we have my patience card, the Knight of Pentacles. But here's the thing, you should be seeing this happening soon, very soon. And I feel like you will with the Six of Swords. And I feel like it's coming in. It's just going to require patience. And it is coming in slower than you think. However, the unexpected part is that you do realize things are moving forward. Whether it's you, I feel like you're moving forward with this because the positive is the Lovers. So I feel like there is already, if this is relationship, there's already someone there. Now keep in mind, this can be all kinds of things. So use it as it resonates. To me, it feels more like love, so that's how I'm reading it. But it could be definitely something different because there's a lot of interesting cards here. But I do feel like that patience is important. So your challenge is the Ace of Swords. To me, that's all about, you know, things not being clear, or you're having trouble speaking your mind, or you're not hearing it. It can be any of those things. Someone else isn't speaking their mind. You're not speaking your mind. No one's speaking up. It's not clear right now. Like, there's things that are very unclear. And I think it's because there's not communication towards this relationship. I feel like there's communication. And I feel like because you're conflicted on what to do with this person, you're definitely, there's momentum, or there's something happening, but you're not talking about the important stuff. However, with the Lovers being in the positive and in your strength, I feel like the relationship is already kind of strong. And maybe you don't realize how strong because you're not actually having that communication about the relationship, right? It's like there's an assumption. Like the other person may be just assuming that you understand how they feel. That's kind of how I'm getting it because of the Ace of Swords and the challenge. There's an assumption here. Um, and I would say if this person treats you well and is nice to you, and I would trust that. Um, Trust the way they act towards you, because they may not be saying it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't speak up. That's not what I'm saying, but you may need to see that in that light that, oh, okay, there's something happening here. So, okay, so where does this lead? Nine of Cups. Your cups will be overfilled with love, generosity, desires, everything. When I clarified this, I got the Seven of Cups, Moon, and the Two of Cups. And that Moon to me is directly related to that Ace of Swords in the challenge where things are not clear. However, I think you will see your choices of what to do, but then when you become very clear on what's really happening, then I feel like this is your Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups. And what I do love about this Two of Cups is the water's on either side of them and it's holding them in. So it feels like to me like a cocoon where you're very comfortable and very you're in a really good place. And I feel like that's what this is saying here. I feel like this is really good energy. I mean, I could say, okay, we're after. Yeah, the Star. Like, you can't ask for anything better than that. So this is really a good relationship. Whatever this is, whether it's a relationship or something that you really care about, whatever it is, think about it as something that you're a little bit conflicted about. You don't understand it. You don't know how much energy to put into it, but you really want it. The Devil. As long as it's not unhealthy, okay? I'm just going to put that out there. You know whether it's unhealthy or not. But there may be even a little bit of an unhealthy addiction to it, but I don't feel like it's unhealthy. I feel like this situation, so think about it that way. Please don't think about like being addicted to something as being like for instance, recognizing that you may need help with substance. And I'm not saying any of you do, but this is just an example but when you hear this reading, oh no, it's okay, I'm conflicted about it, everything's going to work out. No, you got to put the work in. So sorry. So I want to just be clear on that Devil energy as about being stuck. Advice, please. Put your heart into it. Ace of Cups. If this is something you want, give it everything you have. And if it doesn't work, then you move on. But give it everything you have. Love the person. Give them everything you have. And is there anything else we need to know? Celebrate each other. This is lovely, guys. This is a beautiful reading. I hope that you'll let me know if this resonates. It really is. It kind of resonates with me a little bit, to be honest with you. I did my tarot workshop, and I was telling, I only had a couple people on, but I tend to not read for myself because I make the reading into what I want it to be. And so when I do these readings, I don't do that, right? I read the cards, I read how I feel, I read exactly as if it's not for me, right? Because it's not. It's a collective reading. But so when I say it manifests or it resonates with me, I truly mean that. Anyway, just a tidbit of information. I don't read for myself. Yeah, I can't. And I think it's hard. Like, I have a hard time for me to stand back and see it as it actually is because it's more so the negative. Like if something, like, I'm afraid to admit it, like to myself, and that's silly because it's just for you. But anyway, yeah, give it everything you've got. This is beautiful. Four of Wands, Star, Nine of Cups. There's something really, really beautiful here. And I really like it. And I hope that this means something to somebody. And we may not know for a couple weeks, but I think this will tell me like the timing. Like when do these things become clear? How many weeks do you think when these things become clear? About 4. So I just pulled it and now I don't know. I do this for timing and it seems to come out pretty correctly when I do this for timing for myself, but this will be about 4 weeks when it becomes clear. So on what you need to do. But I think part of it's, you know, that conflict card. Because again, it's scary for you. If you put too much energy in, then you feel like it might go away. And if you don't, it might go away, right? So no matter what, it might go away. So maybe give it, but this says Ace of Cups is your advice. This is beautiful. I hope it resonates. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a beautiful day. Happy Mother's Day again to all of those mothers out there. Take care.